I once met with the editor of one of the largest media holdings in the country where I live. He was an acquaintance of my acquaintance. We were sitting, relaxing, and chatting. And I then asked him a straight question. Listen, tell me, why do you broadcast so much negative information? What for? And he replied, we've done the research. The bad news is better remembered. I didn't understand at the time. Tried to explain somehow that, well, a lot depends on it in the lives of people and society as a whole. And he had one answer for everything. Well, we did the research. You could hear different things. Look, we're trying to keep our finger on the pulse, but you see what's going on in the world. Or, objectivity is paramount. Or, buddy, nothing depends on me. I'm so tired myself. But the bad news is better remembered? What is that? What do you call it? As time goes by, and taking this situation apart, I add up 2 plus 2, and I get 4. Consumer society, the banal battle for our attention. Ratings, advertising, money. The fact that our consciousness gets stuck only on the negative and life can turn into a nightmare. It seems that no one cares. Yes, my reasoning might seem a bit primitive, but there's no need to complicate things here. It's all painfully simple. Let's conduct a small experiment. Take 2 completely mentally healthy individuals, place them in separate rooms, turn on 2 TV sets, and have one watch round-the-clock positive news, while the other watches negative news. Who do you think will lose their mind? And isn't this what we observe happening all over the world today? It's simple. It's no secret that we receive information through our consciousness, and the quality of this information directly affects a person's internal and external state. A person's life depends on it. Information is like those seeds falling into the soil of consciousness. It's simplified, very simplified. Some people have learned to filter the information they receive, and in their garden, things may seem relatively normal. But what if you don't know how to filter and take everything at face value? Then, it's like impenetrable jungles, where the sun is no longer visible, there is no joy, and there are only imaginary beasts all around. Listen, isn't anything good happening in the world? For every piece of bad news, there are 100 positive events. It's the truth. But somehow, it was decided for us that positive and creative content is not for us, and we will be shown mostly negative. Let all the media be banned for a week, purely for the sake of experiment, to see how our lives would change. And what can we hear? But then we won't be informed. And there it is, absurdity. Not informed about what? Not informed about another paranoid delusion that jumps from the minds of journalists into ours? It's not objectivity. Come on. It's just a strategic direction of development, commercial interests, and well-formed opinions, sometimes well-paid opinions, of certain individuals. Sorry, I can't call them people. And this madness flows through invisible threads from one mind to another, infecting us with diseases, many of which become incurable. After all, what we sow is what sprouts, and what is sprouted is what remains. What we sprout, that's what we stay with. And you know what else came to my mind? It's easier for them to control and manipulate us when we are focused on the negative, when we are afraid, when we feel insecure, and when we are separated and surviving alone. And today, as an example, many people don't even know their next-door neighbor. Is this normal? Such people will do whatever they are told and accept whatever is put in their minds. And if they do get upset, they will do it quietly, during the smoke breaks, in whispers. We are not like them. Not like them? Of course, we are not like them, we are much better. Let's build the creative society, and everyone will see how much better we are. In Pillar 4th of the Creative Society, there is this paragraph. The media belong exclusively to society and reflect information truthfully, openly, and honestly. Let's test it out. Let's write it into the Constitution and see. If someone does not believe, possible or not, then we'll be able to watch and read news about the truly good and inspiring things happening in the world. Learn to rejoice in others' successes, not fear or hate, but rejoice. It would be so much more enjoyable. On news portals, all the negative stuff could be put into a section called Shit Dump. Sorry, I meant incidents. And whoever's interested can browse through it there. Wouldn't it be fun? Here's your section. If you want to gossip, misbehave, or discuss who has some wildness in people's minds, feel free to do so, even around the clock. And we would read about how we created, built, met, improved, promoted, rewarded, celebrated, had fun, about worthy deeds, about beautiful qualities in people. Someone might call it utopia, but isn't the world you live in today a utopia? A world where people have turned into beasts, isn't that a utopia? Where you have to pay for birth and death, is it not a utopia? Let's make our lives better. To do that, all we need is to unite. And today, it's much easier to do so than ever before, because we all want this. At this point, the stage of information, all you have to do is visit the creativesociety.com website. Look at how many people are already openly talking about it all over the world. And share this information with your family, friends, acquaintances, and even strangers. If you want to improve something, take a step towards it. If each of us takes a step, there will be a movement for the better, and we will move forward. And together, it's always easier and more enjoyable. Join us.